Hello there, you're now with me, Shal Shaminato, for TVS News at 5. Let's begin with this update. 9 foreign individuals, including a woman, attempt to cross the Sarawak border via Biawak in Lundu was trumped by the General Operations Force, GOF. The suspects were nabbed in an operation code-named Ops Benteng at around 10:30 a.m. today.
All 9 undocumented immigrants from the neighboring country aged between 22 to 45 crossed the border illegally with the intention to find jobs in Sarawak. All the suspects were expelled back to Indonesia. This is the recent spate involving illegal border crossing in the state after the arrest of 10 individuals in Surat on Sunday and 3 illegal immigrants in Cebu expelled on the same day.
On the other hand, the government has decided to go ahead with the implementation of UNDI 18 and the automatic voter registration by December 31 of this year. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department of Parliament and Law, Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said the Cabinet had also agreed not to appeal the High Court's decision.
Wan Junaidi said this following the order by the Kuching High Court. He added the Election Commission EC is committed to ensuring the lowering of voting age to 18 and the automatic voter registration to be implemented as ordered by the court despite the constraints and shortcomings. Wan Junaidi said this in reply to Puchong MP Gobind Singh Diop, who wanted to know the status of the implementations of UNDI 18 and the step to be taken to implement it.
Meanwhile, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Economy, Datuk Sri Mustafa Mohamad, said the pandemic has also presented opportunities for businesses, especially in the area of digitalization. He said banks and financial institutions should help businesses, especially micro, small and medium enterprises, to modernize, digitalize and transform their operations.
At the same time, Mustafa said banks are also undergoing massive changes, especially those brought about by technology. Therefore, Mustafa said banks should be more aggressive in helping their employees by introducing employment repurposing programs to reskill and upskill.
The COVID-19 pandemic has proven to unite nations and refining humanity. Recently, the Malaysian Thai Chamber of Commerce MTCC has come forward to do its part in helping to fight the COVID-19 pandemic in the kingdom.
Joining hands with Singapore Thai Chamber of Commerce or STCC, both chambers had donated 10 oxygen concentrators to Sirinhorn Hospital in Bangkok. MTCC Chairman Dr. Hui Kim Boo said MTCC has raised 250,000 baht to purchase oxygen concentrators for the hospital. Meanwhile, the director of Sirinhorn Hospital, Dr. Ampon Kiatpanapikul, expressed appreciation and gratitude to MTCC for donating 10 oxygen concentrators to the hospital to help the patients and ease the burden of the frontliners. She said the oxygen concentrators can help COVID-19 patients with breathing problems, especially when the number of patients were high.
Kerajaan Negeri Sarawak di bawah kepimpinan Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari Tun Openg sentiasa komited dalam memastikan setiap penduduk mempunyai bekalan air bersih 24 jam menjelang 2025. Peruntukan sebanyak 107 juta ringgit telah disalurkan bagi melaksanakan projek bekalan air daerah Kabong Pakej 1. Pelaksanaan projek ini mampu menaik taraf sistem bekalan air sedia ada untuk 5,713 isi rumah. Ia dibiayai sepenuhnya oleh kerajaan negeri melalui Kementerian Utiliti Sarawak dan Jabatan Bekalan Air Luar Bandar Sarawak sebagai agensi pelaksana. Dengan sistem yang dinaik taraf ini, penduduk setempat dapat menjalankan kegiatan harian yang memerlukan kemudahan bekalan air 24 jam.
Ada juga topeng yang dipakai itu kita merasa seperti mana nenek moyang kita melakukan babak itu.
Orang Ulu ni jalan pergi ke kebun ke rumah ke. Jadi ini alat yang untuk orang bawa bayi dah. Jadi sekarang banyak yang dibuat hiasan.
Motif of dragon in the West, they consider it as an evil power, a blessing or as a sign of fortune.
A day in Kelantan is not enough, trust me. There's so much to see and explore. But what is the story behind Ketam Guri, adorned by this mysterious lady?
And I love patterns in textiles because it tends to tell a story.
Made up of hundreds of threads with embosses of gold and silver threads, Songket is without a doubt a supreme and unique masterpiece of the Malay world.
Welcome back. And now on to the next update. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah has warned that the nano mist spray should not be used directly on humans. While a common sight when entering premises, he said that it could pose several health concerns if used wrongly.
In a statement shared on Facebook, the Health Director General said the effectiveness of the nano mist spray is dependent on several factors, such as its dispersion ability and the disinfectant type used. Currently, a number of disinfectants have been identified to be effective against the virus, such as 70% to 90% alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, ammonia, and chlorine-based solutions. However, its use is for the purpose of surface disinfections and not meant to be used directly on humans. The Ministry of Health feared that it could cause irritation to the eyes, skin, respiratory, and gastrointestinal system. Dr. Noor Hisham also noted that the use of nano mist does not replace the requirement for standard surface cleaning.
A total of 572.01 million ringgit in potential sales was generated through the 18th China ASEAN Expo 2021 by Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation. Matrade led the participation of 58 Malaysian companies offering various Malaysian-made products and services. Were also 2,574 business enquiries and more than 150 business meetings were arranged between Malaysian exhibitors with Chinese importers, distributors and wholesalers during the event.
The trade agency says that 39 Malaysian companies participated in the physical trade fair, while 19 other companies joined virtually in a live streaming session in the Malaysia Pavilion for the first time. CA Expo 2021 continues to strengthen the partnership between the agency and its several collaborating partners. Matrade said this include the CA Expo Secretariat, China Construction Bank, oversee prominent brands and local associations or chambers of commerce in arranging the business meetings during the event. China has been the largest trading partner to Malaysia for the 12th consecutive year since 2009 and accounted for 18.6% of Malaysia's total trade in 2020. Trade with China in 2020 was valued at 331.44 billion ringgit with a growth rate of 4.7%. The total exports were recorded at 159.22 billion ringgit and imports totaled at 172.22 billion ringgit.
And a total of 5,103 polytechnic graduates were offered to further their studies in public universities to pursue their bachelor's degree program. According to Minister of Higher Education, Datuk Sri Dr. Noraini Ahmad, selections were made based on merit marks, availability of places and the candidate's qualification.
Noraini disclosed that her ministry received 7,652 applications this year from polytechnic graduates. This reflects a slight increase in both cumulative applications received and the number of graduates receiving an offer at a public university from 2020 to 2021 academic session. Last year, a total of 4,445 graduates were offered a place out of 7,175. Noraini prompted this data as a response to Batu Gajah Parliament member Sivakumar Varataraju Naidu's question due to several students who failed to secure a place at a public university with excellent academic results. The minister then explained it was possible that candidates were not offered places due to competitiveness and high demand. At the same time, Noraini also said her ministry is collaborating with key industry players such as the National Technical Education and Vocational Training TVS Council to promote polytechnic education.
And that concludes TVS News at 5. Don't forget to tune in to our 11:30 Nightline with Douglas Elliott tonight. Here with me, Shosha Merto, and I'll see you next time. Have a good evening.